Congrats, ladies.
Congrats on existing.
Big day today.
Big day.
Big day today.
Yes.
You know what day it is? It's the 1 year anniversary of Burger King tweeting that women need to be in the kitchen.
Yeah, that is true. I saw that.
If they want to.
It's because, Marcus, it's actually sexist for that women don't work in the kitchen at Burger King.
Well, yeah, it was only like 20%, I think, that do.
Yeah.
So
they're so that was the funniest thing. that was maybe the worst idea for a tweet ever.
Yeah, especially a company that big.
Yeah. And they didn't even say, they said in one tweet they said women should work in the kitchen, and then in the comments of that they were like, if they want to.
Yeah.
The guy who was working there was like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
The fucking Burger King CEO is like, oh fuck. Alright, well anyways. So how are the girls doing today?
The girls are doing good.
You can talk.
I was gonna let Anri go first. And then she didn't say anything. I had work all day, so that was good.
We should, Marcus, we should do this International Women's Day podcast and then not let them talk at all.
Yeah, just interrupt them every time they start talking.
Yeah. Alright, Anri, you can talk now.
Okay. I'm doing good. I just had a bad allergic reaction a couple days ago. And I had a panda eye. I don't know where it's from, but that's going away.
You had an allergic reaction to what?
I don't know, something that I ate, I guess.
Ah.
But I had red thing all over. Not fun.
So, Anri, are you pissed that we're not going to Florida this year?
Yeah.
I am.
You're pissed, and you're the one who's already there. I wanted you guys
down here so bad. No, I know, but it would have been so fun if you guys were down here.
Yeah, it wasn't in the cards this year, unfortunately. It was not in the cards.
Maybe next year.
Yeah,
So
because
sad.
when Marcus was like, oh, I gotta watch the dog, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm not gonna spend fucking $300 if we can't get the whole group back together.
Yeah, the whole Florida part 2.
Yeah. So one day we will do.
Us four.
Yeah, one day we will do a Florida podcast again, in Florida.
Yeah.
But this is
we'll
not.
Be worried about the people knocking on the wall again.
Yeah,
with the neighbors.
That was an iconic troll moment on the podcast. Yeah. So, anyways, does anyone have any funny stories that they want to start off with? Otherwise, I have one.
I was at Target yesterday. I posted this on my Snapchat story, but so I was checking out all my stuff, whatever. The lady next to me was checking out. She was with her boyfriend, and she had cucumbers, the miniature cucumbers that were in a bag, and she was checking them out, and then she looked at them and she goes, "Oh my god." And then he was like, "What?" And then she was like, "We need a peeler." And then I was like, he was like, "Why?" And then she was like, "Because you can't eat cucumbers unless you peel them. Are you insane?" And I was like, standing there listening to this conversation, and I was like, it really made me think, does she think that you need to peel your cucumbers before you eat them? Or, am I insane?
Or she's saying that you, it only tastes good if you peel them.
Right. The way she was making it seem was that you can't eat a cucumber unless you peel it. Because she was like, "Oh, we can't eat these." She was like, "This is not okay. These are unedible." Is basically what she was saying.
So did you Google it?
Made me. No, I posted something on my story and I said, "Do you need to peel a cucumber before you eat it?" And then feedback encouraged, and almost every single person that responded said that you don't. They were like, "No." And they were like, "Do you think you do?" And I was like, "No, I don't think you do," but this lady did. And then a few people also said that they peel, stripes, every other, little sections on the cucumber, so then it looks fancy. So it's like it looks kind of like a poker chip. How it's like
Yeah.
white and
Yeah.
they're like that's a fancy way to peel a cucumber, but everyone
That's
said
just
no, you
stupid.
don't need to peel your cucumbers. I thought it was very odd.
Can I say, Annika, unbiased, that you have the best private story from our high school?
Thanks.
Some of the
I'm
it's
glad.
not and it's because I know you don't like try to like think of something like convoluted. You're just like, does anyone really understand the plot of Shrek? And everyone's I just sit there, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, that's the thing with my private story. It's like it's just what I'm thinking, you know? It's not
Right.
like supposed to be like it's like entertaining for me, so I hope it's entertaining for other people.
Oh, it is.
But
It
yeah.
is. Because I know, because it's so perfect, because it's like exactly like, it's just so, some of the shit, like the fucking cucumber thing, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is the story behind this?
Well, I'm glad it makes other people happy.
Yeah,
My stupidity sometimes.
yeah. I actually, fun fact, Annika, I had last week on the podcast, or, well, last episode, it was really like 2 weeks ago, because, you know, I'm a lazy piece of shit. One of my friends from Eau Claire was on, and she said, we were talking about how we play Mario Party, and she said that she was almost going to win one of the matches that we played, and I said, which match? And she said, the Mario Party one. And I was like, oh my god, history is repeating itself here.
Oh no.
So the last time we talked about Mario Party on the podcast.
That was a really bad moment for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. So, one thing I need to ask, by the way, is I haven't talked to Anri probably in like X amount of months. So what the fuck are you doing for school now?
I go to Inver now from home. And I'm still doing like...
Are you talking?
I can't hear.
What? Hello?
I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
now.
Do I do this?
I can, maybe she can't hear us. I can hear you.
Okay.
You don't need to do that. But
I can
hear you when you're doing
don't
it
need to do
normally.
that.
Okay.
Can you hear us?
So, yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
Okay.
I love Discord episodes.
So, I gave up Bemidji. Now I'm in Inver. I'm still doing exercise science, but now like I want to be a firefighter. I feel like I want to be a firefighter and a paramedic. What do you guys think?
That'd be kind of dope.
That would be kind of sick.
I know. And then at first I was like, I'll just do volunteer firefighter and keep doing physical therapy. But I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do.
Yeah.
But
So what were you doing before?
exercise science.
Exercise science. Huh. So wait,
Yeah.
so is there like specific classes at school for that, or
Well, I was doing like pre-physical therapy, so I was just doing my generals
okay.
at BSU. And then I went to Inver, or I'm going to Inver for exercise science.
And I'm trying to convince her to move to Florida next year.
Yeah.
Well, if she wants money in her bank account, that's probably not a good idea.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're in Florida and the school doesn't cost that much.
But your apartment does.
Yeah, but I'm working on that
Just
one.
live with Annika and then have her pay for it.
Yeah. I'm working
Perfect.
on it. I'm trying not to pay that much next year.
Oh,
So.
cook and clean.
Are you still thinking about going homeless next year?
Yeah. that's the working on it plan.
You can
That's
ask.
the work in progress plan.
Burrow can give you some tips if you need.
Yeah, talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am still trying to figure that out, but yeah. I don't think I'm living in the apartment that I'm living in right now.
Right.
Next year. So.
Okay. Why don't
I'm
you just...
hyped to get my apartment.
Oh,
Kind of
same.
ready to get out of the dorms and go to an actual spot.
Yeah, same. So, Annika, why don't you just stay at your house?
Yeah. That's the thing. But, okay, the problem is right now, this house that I'm in right now, we're trying to get a pool in. So I'll stay at it while, like, the pool's getting put in because we can't have renters in when we're having construction in the backyard.
Okay.
So then that's kind of my plan for right now, is that's probably what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but once that happens, then once the pool's in, then I gotta get booted out because I can't live here if there could be renters here. So then, I don't know where I'm going from there. And I think the pool is supposed to get done in like October, I think, or something. I don't know. But, so then I gotta find somewhere else to live. And there's a few possibilities, but I don't know.
Okay. Just quick check. Everyone's recording is still going?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're chilling.
Anri, is your recording still going?
C.
Okay, good. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
now I can.
Okay.
Okay, I have a story for you if you want me to tell it.
Yes,
This is
please.
completely off subject from what we're talking about. Okay, so, Marcus, how is the laundry situation in your building?
We've had the fire alarm set off like 4 times because people are fucking stupid and like overfill it, and then it starts smoking.
So they
What?
overfill...
Is that the same for you?
No, but it's similar. So people overfill their like laundry machine, like they put way too much clothes instead of just putting doing multiple loads.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, but if you, like they just put it all in one washer.
Right.
Is what it usually is, and then it starts smoking, and then
Okay.
the fire alarm set off.
So question, when you guys all do laundry, how many different loads do you do?
Oh, one. Unless I'm doing sheets and clothes, but if I'm doing just clothes,
Yeah.
I do it all together.
So you mix all the clothes, like the colors and shit together?
I'll do darks, whites, and towels all together.
Okay. Darks, whites, and towels, did you say?
Yeah, like I'll usually have like 1 or 2 towels I need washed too.
Okay. Annika and Anri, what about you?
I do usually whatever like heavier clothing like sweatshirts and like jeans together, and then I
Okay.
do like my workout wear separately, and then when I dry it, I don't dry my workout stuff, and then I dry the rest of it.
Okay. But you... Okay. Because...
I don't separate it.
So
by
none of you separate it by
darks and lights,
color?
usually.
No.
So what the fuck am I doing?
Unless it's like white. If it's white, then sometimes I'll do just a white load and then throw like Clorox bleach in there too. But I don't always do that. It depends
Well, I
on how
just-
much white I have to wash.
Yeah, I usually just don't have a lot, so I just put it on cold, and then the colors won't blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you do cold, they won't blend.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've been doing cold So, Mom, listening to this in 5 weeks, because she's way behind, what the fuck? Because my mom, my entire life has been, she's like, because she does all the laundry in the house, or whatever, my mom or dad does, whatever. But I can do the laundry myself, but sometimes, well, now she'll, like, offer when I go back, because, you know, your parents are way, like, more helpful when they see you way less often. And so they're like, oh, you want me to do laundry, blah, blah, blah. But when it was, like, summer last year, my mom would be like, oh, you want to do the laundry, like, of the entire house? But my mom and sister have, like, oh, they got certain shit they don't want to dry, or they have certain shit that whatever. So, and my entire life has been, there's 4 loads. Darks, whites, like, pink, red, and orange, and that kind of color. And then colors like yellow, green, and blue. So, it's 4 different loads. But, to be fair, we usually, 1 load of laundry, like, you can't fit anymore in it anyways, because we have 5 people in the house. So it's not like, it's whatever. Anyways, So my entire life she's always been like, yeah, when you go to college, you're gonna be fucked because you don't know how to do laundry. It's like, I know how to do my own laundry. I don't know how to do your guys' weird fucking laundry. So my laundry strategy now is I do 3 loads because typically I'll wait to the last minute like I do for everything, and then put colors, darks, and whites, and that usually evens out to a full washer for each one, right? So, but the problem is that there's only 4 washers for the guys in the entire building. So what I do is I'll just wait to do my laundry at like midnight, right? But now I have earlier classes, so I can't really do that. So I haven't done laundry much this semester, right? Okay, so there's one time a couple weeks ago when I was going to do laundry. The problem was there was one guy already doing laundry in the thing, so I had to wait for him to be done. But also, there's only 3 dryers because one of the dryers is fucked. So I had to basically wait for this guy to be completely done with his wash. That way, I could do all my wash. When he's done with his drying shit, then he would take it out, and then I would dry my shit, and then, I could go to bed or whatever, right? You all caught up so far? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So then, I was done with all my wash or whatever, and then I go down there, and his stuff is still in the dryer, so I'm like, okay, he's just slow or whatever. Usually what you do is you just take someone else's clothes out and put it on top of the dryer, signifying, hey, okay, you took too long.
Get going.
Yeah, you took too long, yeah. Now, what I noticed is he only had 1 dryer, meaning he had 2 washing machine loads and then put it onto 1 dryer, right? So I was like, okay, whatever. I guess he's not as smart as I am because he's gonna get his colors fucked up. Obviously, that doesn't really happen or whatever. Anyways, so as I was about to take his stuff out of his dryer, he comes in. I'm like, oh, perfect. So then he opens the drawer, like touches his clothes, closes it, and starts it again. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I was like, was it really not that dry enough? So now I had to double my clothes into 1 dryer, right? So that I'm like, all right, well, fuck this guy. So then I come back down after that's done to get my dried clothes, and the 2 that were in 1 dryer didn't dry enough because there's too much clothes. So I'm like, that lazy motherfucker, if he would have done all of his laundry in 1 thing, then we would have been fine. Or all of his laundry in separate, like, dryers, and we would have been fine. But because he's lazy, then I have to now do another whole load to dry it again. So, this is what I did. Once I got back down, it was like 3 in the morning at this point. He still hadn't taken his shit out of the dryer. So I was like... So I'm like, he probably just fell asleep, this asshole. He's gonna clog up this dryer slot. It's one of 3 in the entire building. He's just clogging it. So what I did was, since the ice machine is in that room, I just took like 2 handfuls of ice and put it on his clothes in the dryer. So it would melt and get his clothes wet again.
Wait, you guys have an ice machine in your building?
Yeah, and it's only in the fucking in the washing room, so I have to walk down 4 floors if I want ice.
Still, I don't want to get
That's
ice
kinda dope,
trays because
though.
there's such a pain in the ass. Like our freezer is like it's our fridge, and then it's a little fucking box in the top right corner of our fridge, so we can fit like 2 things in there.
And you gotta make your own
ice.
ice.
Ice trays. We just don't have ice. I just don't use ice. Here. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yo, I love ice.
Are your water fountains at least cold, Marcus?
Yeah, and then I have like a gallon jug for water, and then I put water bottles in the fridge if I want cold water.
Yeah, because
You could just put your water bottles outside and they'd freeze. Stick them in a bush and then
I'm on the top floor.
go
of our building.
grab them like
No,
an
no,
hour or
no.
two later.
No, just tie it in the string and just hang it out the window.
you can't open the
We have
windows.
you open
screens
your
on our
windows?
window. We have screens on our window.
Yeah, you can't open the screens on
Break
the
it.
windows.
Yeah. I think my window's gonna break though, because our window, me and my roommate's window, is in such a shitty spot. It's like right behind one of like the, like, so you know, Hanson, like your bed is like this, kind of like vertically like that. The window's right behind it.
Yep.
So you have to like get your body like that under the bed and then push it up. And I think one day I'm just gonna try and open it. And I'm gonna like push it out.
Oh, so
And
yours,
then it's
you
gonna
have to
break.
push yours up to open it.
Straight up, but I'm like standing like 4 feet away from it. So I'm basically pushing it
Yeah,
out
yeah.
as
So
well
Willem,
to get it up.
yeah, ours is you push it to the side. So ours is fine. So you basically just got fucked.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got fucked.
I was at my school one time, and we have windows, and they're like in the school, like near the classrooms, and they open like out and wide, and it's on like the second floor, and like there's supposed to be a screen on it, and I was on my way to my classroom, and I see someone from my class with this window wide open, screen off, half like whole body basically out the window, and then they're like, "Hey!"
Oh.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
I thought they were gonna
And
jump
then
out the
I
window.
got up. Yeah, no, I thought they were. And then I got up the stairs and I still see them and they're like half out the window waving at all the other people coming to class. And I was like, what is going on? I was like, why are you doing that? And then they're like, because the screen came off and I thought it would be fun to wave at people. And I was like, I guess fair enough. But it was so weird.
That's funny. Any
Yeah.
any like broken shit at your school, Anri, or no? Or no, you're online.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, but there's this like one building called TAM. It's like a tallest building in Bemidji, I guess, and it's like a dorm building. And then a couple of years ago, this dude was like running away from the RA because he got caught drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like chasing him apparently, and then he was like trying to hide behind his curtains, and then the window was open and he fell from the 12th floor and died.
What the fuck?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Because he was on a scholarship for football and he didn't want to lose the scholarship, so he was like trying to hide, and then he ended up falling from the window and dying.
Huh.
And apparently
Guys.
that floor is haunted now.
Did you
Oh,
guys
sorry,
get that
keep going.
notification as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I was going to say.
What?
It said
Love
I got a
it.
notification that said this meeting has been upgraded by the host and now contains unlimited minutes.
Yeah, it said running out of time, we
Ooh.
removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting. And then I can click, love it.
Huh.
So, I love it.
That's crazy. Maybe the reason that all
That's
of
cool.
all the meetings created by my account have 40-minute timers is because when they did it the first time, like they do it to be nice, I didn't click love it. So like, well, fuck you then. We're gonna curse your account to never make a Zoom meeting last longer than 40 minutes ever again.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a thing when it's like the first Zoom meeting you host, because I've never hosted one before.
Yeah, that's why I literally say every time I'm like, someone else has to. If we do it on Zoom, someone else has to make the meeting because my Zoom account has been fucked since the beginning of the podcast when we've been doing them
Yeah.
on Zoom. And that was like 2 years ago or whatever that we had to do them on Zoom.
It was me, Maddie, and Arnie, wasn't it? Was that the first one or no?
And that was like the fifth one.
Pretty close.
I guess on
Who
Zoom.
was the first one for that?
I guess on Zoom we did it on Discord for a couple episodes before we had to go full on Zoom. But yeah. But those episodes sucked because I was.
That episode was a shit show.
Which one? The season 1
Me,
finale.
Maddie, and Alex.
Oh yeah.
No, me, Maddie, and Alex on Zoom.
Yeah. You know what? Next time we see Maddie, we should ask her, now that she's 18, if that Taco Bell manager has hit her up to be a sugar baby.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. Because, yeah. Huh. That's crazy that we were all, like, 17 when that happened. We've been doing this podcast for way too long. I was 16 when this podcast started.
Wow.
Now I'm old as fuck.
That's nuts. I was thinking that the other day. I feel old.
Yeah.
But not
I
as
don't.
old as, like, some of our other friends. Like, our friends
I
who are
don't-
20.
yeah.
I'm like, ew, they're 20.
Rachel, boomer.
That's why I
Yeah,
that's why I
he's
don't feel
old.
old because my brother's 21. Like I don't feel that old. Like he doesn't seem like he's 21 yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
But
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't
he's
feel
been
like
21
Chloe's
since
16.
September.
Yeah, that's weird. The people turning 16 this year, that's weird.
Yeah.
No, they're not that old.
Or-
they can't drive.
Or it'll be weird like when, like, not... This year isn't that weird, like how the fact that the grade below us is seniors, but when next year after that, when, like, the, like, fucking, like, Kira and those guys are seniors, that's gonna be weird.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. Time's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah.
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 I'm chilling with time right now.
Yeah,
We're
now,
good friends.
now I
you know?
kind of just want time to pass, because, you know, then... next year is just gonna be so much better because I got my apartment instead of being in the dorm. No offense to Willem or anything, but
I'm gonna take the dorms for like granted. I feel like I'm gonna miss it just because like all my friends were all in like one wing.
yeah,
And now like we'll be living. I mean, we still have like two different rooms that are in the same apartment building as us.
hmm
So like that'll be nice, but
Are you gonna stay
Yeah.
with your roommate from this year, Marcus, or no?
yeah, I am. We got an on-campus apartment. We're like 3 blocks away from where we are right now. It's
Oh,
kinda
really?
nice. So we're across the street from campus. So
That's really nice. What about you?
Yeah.
What, Anri? You didn't have a roommate last time, did you? In Bemidji?
No, I was just by myself. It's nice.
I can't hear you anymore.
I had the room by myself and it was very nice.
Oh yeah, no, I can hear you. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be fine on the recording, but I don't know for just yeah. So
Just Zoom.
Yeah, just whatever. All
Yeah.
right. Well, anyways, yeah. So, did you have a lot of friends at Bemidji or no?
Me?
Yeah, because I remember at the beginning we did a podcast on like week 2 of school, and like none of us really had any new friends here. But now, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm fine. But I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I got a couple Bemidji friends.
Do you keep in contact with them at all or no?
There's one right here.
Nice.
That's Nico. She's from
roll
Spain.
beeves.
So fancy.
What did you
Roll
just say,
bees.
Marcus? Oh, roll bees. I thought you said obese. I
Guys,
was like, wow, you're
guys,
kind of a
guys,
dick,
guys.
Marcus.
Roll
It's
bees.
International Women's Day.
Have you guys ever seen like a live beaver?
No. Well, maybe at the zoo.
I
There's
I
beavers
have.
at zoo?
Probably, I would assume.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm thinking of an
'Cause
otter.
I've
Oh, wait.
only seen dead
no,
ones.
I'm thinking of an otter as well. I saw otters
Yeah.
one time when I was in Orlando.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I've heard a beaver. I've heard it hit its tail on the ground, but I didn't ever see it.
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, it was when I was up north with my grandma one time. And then I heard something like slap, and she was like, that was probably a beaver. Because she lives on like a beaver dam.
Mmm.
So I was like, that must have been a beaver.
We have like this mount outside of our dorms, and if you go on top of it and clap your hands, it's supposed to like sound like a beaver clapping.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask about that because me and my brother, we toured that school like the summer of my like going into sophomore year, and that's the one thing I remember from that entire tour is the little mound you stand on and then you clap
Yeah.
and it sounds like a beaver tail. It's kind of
Yeah.
fire.
At first, I thought it was one of those like, you know, those like Indian mounts where there's like dead bodies.
The ancient burial grounds.
Like a burial ground.
That's what I thought it was.
Just in
And
the
then people
middle
kept
of a
going on
college
top of it, and
campus.
I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah. There's some. Well, maybe I shouldn't dox you, Annika, but there's some that are sort of near your house.
I know, my parents were out, because we used to always ask if we could go sledding down those hills. My parents would be like, those are Indian burial grounds, you can't go on those.
You're gonna get cursed
We were like,
if you step
okay.
on.
So we never went on them, but
Right.
yeah, I did know about those.
Right. What else? What else do I have to talk about? I saw. You know, I saw an ad on YouTube for this like you know those like shitty like seen on TV products Like you don't really see a lot of those on like YouTube ads. YouTube ads are always for something like that you'll never buy, like I don't know, some like VPN or like what else are like YouTube ads, like some like
Grammarly.
like Google. Yeah, Grammarly is one I get a lot, or like a Google phone.
That's the worst.
They must have like
Pixel.
The Google phone
Google
ones
Pixel.
are kind of fire.
the
though.
Google Pixel. Yeah. They must
Yeah.
like detect your location, because I get some YouTube ads for like this car wash that opened up in Eau Claire recently. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I just get so much Grammarly ones now, probably because they detect that I'm in the what's it called, in the university or whatever. And then also I get one ad that's like, it's really annoying, that's like 30 seconds, it's like 2 minutes long, but then you can skip it, and then it's like, this Chrome extension proves to help people with ADHD study better
I get that
by
one.
75%. But no, by all means, skip the ad. It's like, well, fuck you, I don't have ADHD, so I'm going to skip your fucking 2-minute ad.
I haven't seen that ad yet on YouTube, but I guarantee you I'll see it within like the next day now because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I've seen that one a lot.
Susan
saw an
Waj
ad
Kiki is
today.
listening to this.
Dude, I saw an ad today. It was just some chick with like an OG like Fortnite background, and she was like, "If you guys want
Yes.
free V-Bucks, listen up." Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fire. I watched the
and
whole
it's like
thing.
the
It was like 30
font.
seconds.
It's not even the Fortnite font, and you're like, I bet this
No.
is totally real. Or it's like,
Yeah.
or it's like Mr. Beast standing on like a blank background. It'll be like, click this link to win $5,000, and they'll be like, no music, and I'm like, Mr. Beast, you gotta like sue these guys, bro.
Yeah.
Anyways, I saw like an as seen on TV ad on YouTube, and it was like, parents, blah blah blah, your kids sliding in the stairs, introducing the stair slide, and it's like these plastic things you put on your staircase that makes a slide, and I'm like, this has
I've
got to
seen
be
those.
the most dangerous thing I've ever heard of, because that you know how like you slide down your stairs on your ass, like, and you go da-doon 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 da-doon. Imagine
Yeah.
going like you have no friction at all,
Faster.
shoom, right onto fucking
Yeah.
wood.
That
Why
sounds fun, though.
is that allowed? It sounds like fun, but you'd have to put like pillows or something at the bottom of your staircase, because like think about the staircase in my house. You're just gonna run right into the fucking window at the bottom, like the glass or like the door.
Think of mine, like going upstairs to my old room. Imagine sliding down that staircase.
Yeah, you
just
go
getting
right into the wall.
Fucking wall. There's like
Yeah.
3 feet, and then there's a wall.
Or like going into my basement, how you have to go around the corner. Like the wall is like this far away from the. I guess this is kind of stupid, but like this. If for people who are listening to this audibly, and not
Audibly.
watching it, I'm sticking my arm out like both of them like half, and that's how big the thing is. I don't know how much you can put that in.
Hey, so
your head.
what's your wingspan?
What is my
Maybe
wingspan?
about half?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Like as half as I could. Imagine, okay,
Probably
this
like
is
3
if
feet.
you're listening
Half
to
as
this
I
and not
could.
watching it. Imagine you're at church and you're saying the Our Father, right? And you have to do that thing with your hands. That is how far I'm stretching my hands out. Anyways,
I was gonna say,
stair slide.
my house would be built for the stair slide, because both of my staircases, my upstairs one and my basement one, just go straight into like nothing. Like,
Right.
You got a lot of open space to slide.
Yeah, your house
Maybe-
is perfect for that.
Maybe I should get the
You
stair
should buy
slide.
those. In the
I'm gonna
summer,
go-
yeah, in
so-
the summer we rip it.
I'm gonna check how much the stair
Definitely.
slide costs. We should do that for a podcast
Okay.
episode. Trying out the most dangerous
Trying out the most as
Stair
seen on
slide.
TV
stair slide. Make
products.
playtime fun and easy. Oh, don't worry, guys. It's now 50% off for President's Day. When is President's Day?
That
It already
was,
Wait a minute.
passed.
That's in
like
February.
Mid-February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are they
That was
having
like
a
the second or
president? This
third
is so
week of
scuffed.
February. They just need to get them gone.
Okay, so this says 4 slides, and that's for 12 stairs, is $298. What the fuck? This is I
Bruh,
can 3D
what?
print that.
That's so stupid.
I don't know why I got recommended that ad.
How do now instead of paying this, we need to find a way to make it cheaper and actually do it on my staircase, because I think it'd be kind of sweet.
Well, we just called cardboard.
Let's just buy
Well, the
plastic
cardboard would
sleds
break.
and just go down.
The cardboard break. Yeah. No, yeah. Just buy plastic sheets.
Yeah, we could do a plastic slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just buy a
do
slide.
like those plastic sled. Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is the biggest scam in
You
history.
have those gymnastic mats. We could use those if they
Wait
fit.
a minute. But aren't they 50% off?
No,
for,
that wouldn't be long enough.
Or for... It's free shipping on orders over $150. But...
God, so if they buy one thing, that's you're basically making it.
Yeah, if you buy one slide, that's only 3 stairs. And even if you buy
Yeah.
the $300 one, that's only 12 stairs. That's like half the average staircase. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Not really. I don't have like stairs more than like 8 or 9 in my house. I don't think.
Well, yeah, because your house is weird because you have like 4 half floors instead of like 2 floors. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I think I have 25
Yeah.
stairs.
You know what I always thought would be cool? You know how our high school had a bridge in it, like in the middle? They should have a big like slide on the 3rd floor that goes down.
Ooh.
I feel like
Definitely.
because then I feel like the line would be long as fuck, but they have like a big tube slide that goes from the top floor all the way to the bottom, and then like
The problem
well obviously there'd
would be it would get backed up.
yeah people would obviously it would be stupid because people would just that school would just ruin it, but
Yeah, but it'd be sweet if it like whirled down a ton, because that's like pretty high.
yeah, if it was like a spiral.
Yeah.
Then there'd be
like, went
motherfuckers
down.
climbing up like freshmen
Yeah.
dumbasses.
Like playgrounds.
Yeah.
You know what I thought of recently? It's impossible to get like in trouble at college, like other than like
Yeah,
drinking.
No,
I got written
No.
up once.
if you don't like actually break the law, you're not gonna get in trouble.
Okay, wait, now pause.
feel like-
Anri, what did you do?
I had. Okay, so it was like midnight, and then I was coming back in my dorm, and I had like a plastic bottle with like this much water.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came in with this dude who freaking went in with the beer can in his hand. And then there was like an RA sitting right by the door. And then they looked at us and they're like, "What do you have in your hands?" And I'm like, "Water." And then I look at his and he's holding a beer. And then
So then you looked
we had
sus
to
because
go.
you're holding it looked like vodka.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit of water. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was. But I followed them to the kitchen to pour the beer out, and then oh my god, I was so stupid. I had this much water, so I'm like, "Hey, water! I'm just gonna chug it." So I chug it in front of the 2 RAs, and then I threw the bottle away, and then they were like writing like, "Anri just drank like a vodka out of a water bottle."
Oh my
What?
god.
And then they're like, "What's your ID?" I'm like, "This is not alcohol." And she's like, "I still need your ID."
So you destroyed the evidence immediately?
Yeah, if you just saved a little bit of water.
Yeah.
But it wasn't alcohol.
Why'd you drink it in front of
It was
them?
water.
You know what? I'm still calling bullshit. Innocent until proven guilty. That should be a new rule. Like, like someone like you have clearly like a beer or something in your room, and you just chug the entire thing, and you're like, actually, that was just Coca-Cola. Where were you, Willem?
I was packing up my stuff.
Oh, okay.
My percussion stuff.
Laughing at me.
Everyone.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna go get a Pepsi.
What is wrong with you people? I'm a percussionist.
Hey, Willem.
Leave me alone.
Hey, Willow.
I'm sorry.
It was just funny. That is not what I expected. Oh, I was doing a homework, yo. I was almost impressed. Nah, I was packing up my percussion.
Willem is waking up at 5 in the morning tomorrow to go to a percussion
Jeez.
thing in like the cities, I believe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You want
Oh shit, that's hype actually.
Yeah, I get the room to myself for 3 days.
That's hype. I actually got
Nice.
written up too though. At
You got
college.
written up?
I got,
Really?
I got written up. We were playing. Yeah. You won't believe what we were doing. We were playing Mario Bros. In one of our buddies' rooms.
What?
And it was like 8 of us. And we were being too loud. And it was quiet out. It was like a Thursday night. So quiet hour started at 11. We're on the 3rd floor, the top floor. Basement RA comes in at 11:02, says you're too loud. And we're like, okay, we'll quiet down. He gives us a warning. He comes back not even an hour later, and he writes us up. And they make rounds on the floor like once every few hours usually. Or like once an hour maybe. And he writ us up the second time. And we were in the back corner, like the room we were inside, like the back corner. We had 3 metal doors closed. Connected to anyone else who would have like told us to quiet down.
Right.
Like on our floor. And everyone who was on our floor was in that room too. There was like 4 guys in like the 15 rooms that were not in our room. Or like in the room playing Mario Bros. And we got written up. But I didn't have to do anything for it because it was just noise. So like I gave him I was thinking like he was like, can I have your ID? And I walked back to my room and I was heavily considering like just not giving him my ID, but I didn't because I feel like I could have gotten in a lot more trouble if I didn't, and I didn't really care because it was just noise. Like we weren't drinking or anything, we were just loud.
Right. The other this is like way in the beginning of the school year where I was like not wearing a mask in like the laundry room for people who are like really like, oh, you should have been wearing your mask. It was like one, obviously, like I said earlier, I was doing my laundry at like 1 a.m. So I didn't pass anyone going down, and I knew I wouldn't see anyone. And I'm fully vaccinated, so you can if you're really pissed, I'm truly sorry, but no one was gonna get infected by my COVID that I knew I didn't have. Anyways, so I walked down to get like, I wasn't even doing laundry, I was getting ice. And some guy was like, hey man, you have your mask? I'm like, no, I just came down to get ice. And he's like, can I see your ID? And I'm like, well no, because I don't have it, because I just came down to get ice. He's like, well, next time wear your mask. I'm like, okay, bro. But yeah. But funny, Marcus and Anri.
What the fuck? Oh, my internet's being goofy right now, dude. It's being a little goofy goober.
That's
weird.
I
don't know why. I've been lagging this whole time.
Yeah, I see Annika like perfectly like every time like she like moves her head like it's perfect in frames per second, but Marcus is like
yeah, I'm always fucking you got all 3 of you are always like stuck on my screen sometimes.
Well, anyways, so what I was getting at is when you're in like class, when you can't like get in trouble, like you know how people would get in trouble all the time like in high school like for saying stupid shit. I think the reasoning is that you don't see any like professors yell at anyone like in high school is because all the kids that would get in trouble in high school didn't go to college. But also, like, no one wants to participate in class. Is that the same with you? I feel like every class I'm in, the teacher will ask a question like, anybody have any questions? Anybody know the answer to this? And there'll be dead silence for like 15 seconds, and the teacher will be like, yeah, so it's this, blah, blah, blah. And it's really awkward every time. A lot of times I know the answer, but it's like, I'm not going to fucking talk. Because what if I'm wrong?
Yeah, I do that too. Like, our art history class is so funny because our prof is always like, all right, we got to end the lecture with 3 questions. And everyone just sits there. Like, one day it took over 10 minutes to ask 3 questions.
Oh, my God.
And he wouldn't let us leave. He was like, no, you got, like, we needed a question. Some chick who was sitting right next to the door got up and left. And he just gave such a weird face.
Yeah, that's funny.
My calc teacher does that, but he doesn't like ask. Well, he does have us ask questions, and some people will. But he does that thing where it's like, all right, and why can you not use undefined equations with this or whatever? And then like it'll be like he's looking for an answer, and he'll look at all of us, and no one says anything. And then I sit right in the front of the class, because the second row was taken up the first day, and I didn't want to sit in the third row. Mm-hmm. So I sat in the front, and so I sit in the front in the middle of the class, so he always looks at me, and I'm like, because I know the answer, I just don't want to say it, and then I'm like, I'm like really quiet. I'm always like, polynomial function. Right, like she said, it's a polynomial function, so we can't use undefined whatever with it. And I'm like, woo, I did it.
Yeah, but
Let's go.
But I hate it.
yeah. Well, there's this. So anyway, yeah. So in my geography class, my teacher will be like, so I have a question, and I'm gonna ask someone in the back, and then I'm in the back, obviously, and so I'm like, oh fuck. But then someone in the she knows nobody in the back is gonna say anything. So when someone in the middle like raises their hand, then she's like, okay, I'll accept that or whatever. Like she always gives up immediately. Like she knows that nobody in the back is gonna say anything. But also one of the funniest things was, I had a geography test last Thursday, and right at the beginning of the test she goes, and if anybody has any like baseball caps, I'd ask you to please face those to the side or backwards, just because or whatever. And it's because obviously like I think she wants to like see your eyes or whatever, but also because I guess you could like cheat or whatever by having shit on the top of your hat, on like the bottom of the bill of the hat. And so I was like, well that's I looked up for like 1 second and I didn't see anyone wearing a hat. I'm like, what the fuck? So we start taking the test. Like I've written my name or whatever on the Scantron, filled it in with the bubbles, like my ID number and stuff. And she says, I'd like to ask again if anyone wearing baseball caps could turn it backwards or to the side because blah blah blah. And I was like, what the fuck? So then literally everyone is looking up, and then we all like look around, and then we see there's one kid at the far end that's wearing a baseball cap, and literally everyone taking the test is just looking at this kid, and the kid wearing the hat is just looking at the test. And I was just like, what the fuck? So I started taking my test, and I looked back, and the teacher is like going like to the kid. And I was like, why didn't you just turn your hat backwards? And eventually he did. I'm like, well, that was so weird. It's maybe just the one like hard of hearing kid in the entire class today decided to wear a hat.
That's how our geology class last semester that I took, it was our professor, first off, horrible class. Like I was in probably the top third of the class, and I got a 74% for a final grade.
Yeah, I remember that.
Our 4 class average tests, none of them were above a 75, and that was the only one that was above 70% for an average test, and he didn't curve any of them. So, shitty class, right? We go take our test days. He's like, so no hats, and if you take a drink of any drink, you're getting an automatic 0. If
what?
I see, like if I couldn't even drink fucking water for 40 minutes. It's like, dude, come on.
Well, Marcus, you could.
Are you kidding me?
You could have the magic fucking like the Harry Potter like port key liquid that contains like information, and that you just have the entire test answers in that fucking liquid. So maybe.
No, I think that professor just didn't want any of us to learn, because it took him almost 2 full units to even post any of the slides on like Blackboard, which is like the web, like the thing we use for school.
Oh, like Canvas or Schoology
like the
or whatever.
like the Schoology for like my college,
Yeah.
And it like we had to tell him to post them because like if you didn't go to class, you were not getting the notes for that day.
Yep.
You can.
And it was a 9 a.m. or no, it was 10 a.m. 3 times a week.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Monday,
that's
Wednesday,
loud.
Friday. Not fun.
My political science class is like complete
Here.
AIDS because the teacher just doesn't use Canvas at all, and so he only emails, and then he's like, oh well, if you want to know your grade, I'll send you what you got on each quiz or each assignment, and then here's on the syllabus that I sent in the beginning of the semester, you can calculate how much that's worth, and then just do the math yourself. So if you really want to know your grade, you can do the math yourself. But anyways, so his entire class is just him ranting about stuff, and then sometimes you can take notes. But then for this test that I had today, he sent out a review sheet, and some of the stuff is in the book and some of it isn't, and some of it you got to know. But then I saw that you could use his or your notes on the test. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is the night before I'm going to go and copy every single definition to every single term he wrote on the review sheet and then just bring it to class. So that's exactly what I did. But I got to one of the last ones, and it was something that wasn't in the textbook, so I was like, because you know how like when you do like review sheets for shit, like make note cards, you've got to like look at the fucking index of each word or whatever, or like find all the vocabulary words
for the definition.
Exactly, that's basically what I was doing. And then there's one that just wasn't on there, and so then I had to Google it. But apparently, it's just something that it's like an abbreviation that he made up. Because the first thing on there was University of Wisconsin Eau Claire Politics 102 midterm note cards, and I was like, what the fuck? I click on it, and it's literally the exact thing that I had been doing for the past 5 hours. Like all of the definitions to each thing that he put on there, and I felt like I had found like Professor Snape's textbook. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I just wasted so much time. And then I get to class, and people are using their computers on the test, because that's where they type notes. I'm like, well, I could have just cheated on this test. What am I actually doing?
Yeah, you just wasted like 6 hours.
I literally wasted 6 hours of my life writing. I mean,
you could have just said you made the Quizlet, too.
Exactly. I could have just printed out the Quizlet, because I printed out every single page of his notes. So, I don't know. I was being kind of dumb. Obviously, there's, like, kids that, like, do the readings and shit, and, like, do way more work, or, like, study the readings all the time. I thought I did like, a decent amount of work for the test, like, a fair amount of work. But, and I thought I did pretty well. I thought I was going to get fucked on the test, but whatever. I thought I did pretty well, even though I was using the notes the entire time. But whatever. Anyways, that was just my little rant.
You want to hear what happened to me recently?
I do.
Oh, Annika, I would love to hear what happened to you recently, but unfortunately your audio decided to die right as you were telling the story. So now, let's cut to Marcus talking instead.
It is, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it is 9:04. So I'm going to say one more thing, then I'm going to dip, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah, we could wrap up this podcast soon anyways, because it's been an hour. Well, I guess it's been a little less than an hour, but, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. But basically what happened to me today is I was going to class, going to my 11 a.m., right? Listening to some music, you know, go to class, have a little fun in art history, you know, learn about some paintings and stuff. Mm-hmm. Impressionism and post-impressionism, good topic. Then I leave and I go to, like, play some music. And, like, I don't know if you guys know, but, like, today Spotify crashed.
I did
like,
see that.
It logged everyone out. And I was like, fuck, all right. I looked on Instagram and like, all right, I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll just wait till it logs back in. I see that it gets fixed and I go to log in, and I remembered that I used like the email from our high school, you know? That,
no.
So I don't have any access to that or anything.
Yikes.
I can't
you
change.
should
I don't
still.
know No, we lost access to it in like October.
No, that's not true. They switched it.
No, you can use it, but you can't, like, do you still get emails from that?
I could if I wanted.
You still open it.
I don't open it. Yeah, no, I could still use Google Docs from there, I think, yeah.
But, because I've tried to log into, like, my email through, like, Gmail.
They changed it to...
Like, everything.
They changed it to, like,
to
K-12
to the
one,
ISD, whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
It's to the ISD now, and then
it is
our
ISD.
school district number.
Yeah.
And I tried that too, to log in, like the first time, because it's not whatever it was, you know. Like
maybe because because you're
ISD.
signed in on.
And I'm fucked because I can't.
The app stop.
You're signed into the apps, and then you can't go back to the
apps.
I have
the
zero
apps doesn't
access
exist.
to my email right now. And I can't log back in because the email just doesn't exist. So I can't log back into Spotify. So now I have Apple Music. Yeah. Yeah. I have Apple. I lost all my playlists, everything. So I have to, starting from day one now.
That's unfortunate. Your
I
Spotify
got
Wrapped.
bent over by Spotify. I can still get on my Xbox though.
That's
It
true.
never logged me out of my Xbox. It logged me out of my computer and my phone. Yeah, I don't know why. Out of all the fucking devices, too. Well, at least you can get back into it.
Yeah. What if Annika, like, secretly is, like, fucking you somehow, like, by the fact that it's logged into her TV? Like, it's like,
No.
it just limited your devices.
That's funny, though, because I could always connect to hers. Like, from my house to hers.
Mhm.
If I
I join you? Or are you
I'm leaving right now, so you guys can take. All right, I got a dip, boys and
Okay.
ladies. Peace out.
All right. See you, Marcus.
Bye.
Send me the thing when you're done.
What are you guys doing?
Calc?
I don't know. I just see a frozen Marcus on my screen. Perfect. Yes, I saw the new
Do I
Batman movie.
clap mine? Do I clap mine then?
No, you're fine.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never
I have
really
not
seen
seen
other
it.
Batman movies, so I didn't really get it.
Did you watch it?
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't get it
Yeah,
because.
I saw the new one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But do you have to like watch other movies to get it, or is it just like a Batman movie? Yay!
No, this is the first. This is the first one in this, like, because they're rebooting it, because it's Robert Pattinson now, and so.
Oh.
It's Robert Pattinson?
Oh, so
Mhm.
I didn't
yeah,
know that.
Twilight.
Yep.
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
I don't know. I think it was okay. I think it was good.
Yeah, I really liked it, but I don't know. It's more of like, it's like more accurate like of the Batman character from like shit that I like. Like I played a lot of the games or whatever. I watched like the TV shows or whatever. It's more accurate to like the Batman like comics or whatever, like that character. But that's like the one of the better. It's like the best Batman movie. But at the end of the day, like there's the Dark Knight, which is like, is it a better movie than the Dark Knight? It's a better Batman, but it's like, is it a better movie? You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
Yeah.
That was my opinions of it. Not to obviously.
It
No
was
spoilers or
really
anything.
long.
It was also very long. So people that aren't like, that kind of movie isn't your cup of tea, then I can understand why you might be having trouble with that. I didn't have much of a problem with it because that's the kind of movie I like. But well, anyways, thank you guys for joining me this week. It was good catching up with you.
Thanks.
Yeah, great
having
catching
me.
up with you guys.
Anri, are you gonna be in town for spring break?
Yeah, this week is my spring break, but I'll be home for like
But you'll be home in like 2
A
weeks
while.
when I'm in spring break.
yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, maybe we can do something, unlike over winter break when you ditched us to do something else and then didn't even end up doing
I'm
that thing.
sorry. I'm sorry. Well, I'll be here.
All right.
I forgot about that.
All right. Well, sayonara. Happy International Women's Day for those celebrating.
さよなら。
Thanks.
どうもありがとうございました。じゃあね。